Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. Today we're doing empties and new products, my favorite kind of video to film. It's a series that I've been doing for so long and it's still one of my favorites. I'm going to show you the products that I have used up and the new products that have taken their place. So as always, there's a little bit of everything. There's also a little bit of a makeup declutter. Let's get started with body care. Let's switch things up this time. I've got two body care empties that have been long-time fixtures on my channel. You have seen me go through bottles and bottles of these over and over again, and that hasn't changed. A winter favorite, the Bioderma Atoderm shower oil. This is fantastic. This is the jumbo size. You can usually get really good deals on this, whether you're in the United States or in Canada. I always recommend getting this when you catch it on sale, and it is my favorite winter shower oil. It cleanses the skin, but because it's an oil, it doesn't really foam up. It does lather a tiny bit, so and it rinses clean. It doesn't leave an oily residue. It doesn't make your shower slippery or anything like that. But because it is an oil, it just leaves the skin feeling a bit more nourished, and it's especially useful in the winter. It also works really great as a shaving product. Like it lubricates the skin well enough to be able to shave with it. So it's a great thing to have on hand, something that I always revisit. And then the Necessaire shower gel. I always buy the big aluminum refills and it's great. It makes for such an indulgent bubble bath as well. Eucalyptus is my favorite, sandalwood is my husband's. So I usually buy two of them, and this empty happens to be sandalwood. If you like the kinds of scents that I like, if you like really woodsy, earthy scents, you will really like Necessaire, either sandalwood or eucalyptus. And then I used up this Clarins Tonic Bath and Shower Concentrate. This was really nice. I love the tonic scent of Clarins products. It's very invigorating, very citrusy, and this was a beautiful product. I liked it better in the bath as opposed to in the shower as a shower gel. Just a little bit of it just made the a perfect amount of bubbles, and it gave a really nice fragrance to the bath. However, my favorite product is the Tonic Body Balm. I think that's what it's called. It's a body moisturizer, and that's like my standout from the line. So in terms of newbies, since I no longer have the Bioderma shower oil, I needed something new for when I shave my legs, and I decided to give this a try. I got this on Amazon, and this is actually a men's shaving product, but it is a really good shaving foam. It's by the brand Proraso. It's a Italian barber kind of brand, and this is I mean, everything is in Italian, but on the back here it says shaving cream with sandalwood oil and shea butter. It's like a musky sandalwood scent, kind of reminds me of like a Santa Maria Novella type of scent, and here it is. It's a cream, essentially. If you're familiar with the Cremo brand shaving cream, this is very much along the same lines, but this has even more moisture and more slip to it. A little goes a long way, and it is amazing. It's an amazing shaving cream. It gives a really close shave, a really great glide. So your razor just kind of glides right on and it doesn't skip or anything. And the scent is really pleasant. It doesn't linger on the skin after you rinse it off. It's just musky, slightly powdery sandalwood. In terms of shower gels, I picked up these two from Target because they sounded really good. The first is by the brand Being French, which I think is Ashley Tisdale's brand. And this is the Balance and Harmony Bergamot Cedar Renewing Body Wash. And I don't love this scent. I like it, but I don't love it. It sounds like it would be right up my street. I love bergamot. I love cedar. But it's got like it's got a sweetness to it. It's kind of too sweet for my liking. It's still really nice, but it's just not my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase this scent. I actually heard the lavender cloud scent is really good. But yeah, it is, you know, you definitely smell the bergamot, but the cedar is very much in the background for me, and it's kind of overwhelmed by an ambery sweetness. So if you like sweet amber and bergamot, I think you will really like this. It's just a bit too sweet for my liking, but it still smells really nice, and the actual shower gel is beautiful. It's not drying, it foams up, and the scent is really strong. Like you can actually get a nice scent experience in the shower. It projects a lot more than like the Necessaire. So if you like a more intense scent experience in the shower and you still want something that's like really nice and gentle, check this out. This is the Cremo Reserve Collection body wash in the Palo Santo scent. And this is very similar to the scent of Le Labo Santal 33, which I personally really love. It's like that masculine cologne type of scent. The notes here are bright cardamom, dry papyrus, and aromatic Palo Santo. So if you like scents like Le Labo Santal 33, check this out because it's so good. And again, it's a very gentle body wash. I don't find it drying at all. The scent projection and intensity is less strong than the scent of this. More in line to the scent that you would get from the Necessaire shower gels. I personally like that. I don't need something to be too crazy projecting or anything. It's just a shower gel. This is my current shower situation. I also used up the Necessaire body oil. This was like a free gift with purchase that I got last time I had placed an order with them. And it took me a while to use it up because I'm just not a body oil person. And I haven't repurchased. I didn't buy a new body oil because this just confirmed that I'm just not a body oil person. I like a body lotion. And then the last body care-ish type of product is bath salts. I've talked about these before. This is something that I have on subscription, so it like gets delivered to my house. These are my favorite bath salts. It's they're by the brand Notpot. It's the CBD Muscle Soak with peppermint essential oil. And this is fantastic if you have sore muscles from working out or anything like that. A nice bath with this, just chef's kiss. It's so refreshing and cooling and soothing, and I love taking baths with this. I don't take baths very often, but when I do, I like it to be an experience, and I really like these. I've got a couple of hair products next. Now, it takes me forever to use up hair products because I don't have a lot of hair, and I use hair styling products very sparingly, but I did use up this Kerastase Beach Wave Spray. My God, I think it took me like two years to use this up, and it was nice. It was fine. I'm not really into like beachy waves right now, so I haven't repurchased anything in that department, but this was nice. I like that this wasn't, it didn't leave my hair crunchy, and it wasn't like a typical salt spray. It wasn't drying, so I did enjoy this. And then I also used up another Oribe Côte d'Azur hair refresher. This is an amazing product to have on hand during fall and winter because it helps cut down static in the hair and it keeps the hair smelling amazing. So this is not something that I repurchase consistently throughout the year, but I do like to have it on hand when fall and winter comes around. The one new hairstyling product in my life is from Crown Affair. I bought this from Sephora, and it's the Crown Affair Finishing Gel. It's one of their newest products. I'm such a sucker for the branding of this brand. I think everything that they do seems really thoughtful, and I really like what they're doing, like the texture of the box, the branding. It's just, it all kind of resonates with me. I really like it. And then this is what the tube looks like. It's very chic, and it's a hair gel, and I really like it. I really like it. My husband really likes it too, so we kind of share it between the two of us. And it's just a great hair gel if you have hair, especially if you have more fine, thin hair, because it helps kind of give a hold, and it helps control frizz. It adds shine, but it's not crunchy at all. It never dries down to like a crunchy helmet. It just always feels really soft and smooth in the hair. It also just feels so nice and hydrating. But I think, I definitely think it's not suitable for all hair textures. For my particular hair texture, I really like this. And this is what I've been using to give myself a really nice sleek bun or sleek ponytail. I actually packed this with me when I was in Mexico earlier on in the month, and it survived the humidity. Like my sleek bun and sleek ponytail looked amazing all night long. And usually, you know, I would have trouble. My hair gets quite frizzy, obviously, in tropical conditions, so this really helped keep things really smooth and shiny. And the scent is amazing. If you like the scent of Oribe products, this is very similar. It's maybe like a touch, it's a touch stronger and a touch greener, I would say. Very similar scent profile, scent family. So if you are very sensitive to scents and you don't like heavy fragrance in your hair care products, maybe skip this. We've got an empty and a repurchase again, the K18 molecular hair mask. This is something that I've been pretty loyal to ever since I discovered it. It definitely has helped. I see the biggest difference in terms of like the way my ends look. I used to get split ends so often and so badly. And I think it's been a mixture of me highlighting my hair a lot less and then also incorporating this into my routine. I barely get split ends now, which is really nice. All right, now moving on to some skincare. I used up my trusty La Roche-Posay eye makeup remover. This is one of my favorite eye makeup removers. And I don't know, I was in the mood to switch it up. Thought I would give the Biologique Recherche eye makeup remover a try. So I bought this, and then I also bought the matching micellar water. And the eye makeup remover from Biologique Recherche is not that great. It smells like rubbing alcohol, which is weird, right? And sometimes it stings my eyes, which is not something that I want from an eye makeup remover. Yeah, it reminds me, like, this is such a weird memory that it triggers for me, but my grandmother used to have this person come to the house. My grandmother has, you know, she's struggled with chronic illness and chronic pain her entire life. And she would have a person come over and do just like old school traditional like cupping on her back. And the scent, whatever they used to use, that chemical that they used to use to like light the cups, like to heat the cups, like to light that thing on fire, that's the smell that's in here. It's definitely in the rubbing alcohol scent family. And I don't know why I'm going on this tangent. I'm just trying to explain. Why are we surprised that a Biologique Recherche product smells weird? It didn't leave a greasy residue or anything, and it does do a good job at removing eye makeup. It's just not my favorite. That's what I'm trying to say. The micellar water, I actually really liked. This actually smells really nice. Has a very faint, fresh, fruity scent. It smells really good, and I had kept this in mind when I went and I got a Biologique Recherche facial last year, and I don't know, she used this as the first step, and yeah, I always meant to buy a full size, so I tried this and I actually really like this. Is this worth the money? Absolutely not. It's just a micellar water. In terms of comparing it to other micellar waters that I've tried, I think this is the most similar to the Cogen d'Eau one. I did also end up repurchasing the La Roche-Posay Respectissime eye makeup remover because nothing beats this. This is still my favorite. In terms of cleansers, I used up the Paula's Choice Calm Ultra Gentle Cleanser, and this was a really nice cleanser. No fragrance or anything. It lathered quite efficiently, but not too much. It was good. It kind of gave me like Glossier Milky Jelly cleanser vibes minus the rose scent. I ended up going back to a gel cleanser that I really love. And it's the Jordan Samuel Skin Matinee Gel Cleanser. Again, another old standby product that I love. And, you know, I like to switch it up every now and then. I'm very lucky. I do get sent products in PR. I get to test stuff out. But ultimately, I do go back to Jordan Samuel Skin cleansers, and the Matinee Gel Cleanser is one of my favorites, especially for the morning. Again, it's not foaming, it's gentle, it rinses clean with water. I wouldn't use this to remove makeup or anything. This is a great morning cleanse or second cleanse. It's got a little bit of salicylic acid in it to help, you know, keep the pores clear, but it's not astringent or anything. It doesn't irritate my eyes. And they have a 20% off sale right now. Next, let's talk some hydrating mists, serums, essences, all that good stuff. The first empty is a Chantecaille Pure Rosewater Mist. This is a beautiful, luxurious, very fine rosewater mist that is great to either use in your skincare routine or to use at the end to kind of refresh the makeup to make it look less powdery. This is beautiful. I really like this. It's very luxurious, very beautiful, but it's a nice to have, absolutely not a must have. Like, it's not a make it or break it type of product to have in the routine. The next face mist is something that's got a little bit more oomph to it. It's got a bit more active ingredients in terms of like antioxidant protection, and it's also more of a skincare mist. You can use this on top of makeup, but I personally would use this in my skincare, like on clean skin before I apply my serums. and even at the end, like before I apply moisturizer, just to kind of add an extra boost. And it's the Biologique Recherche L'Oxygénante. I love this. I would definitely repurchase. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I would definitely buy this. This was in my Best of Beauty video as well. Also used up the Ceramidin Liquid Moisturizing Toner. This was a very, very thick moisturizing toner. It almost felt like a serum. That's how thick it was. And it definitely did the job. It definitely added some extra layers of moisture. And it's a great product to have on hand during winter time. So this was nice. Next up, I used this very, very bougie hyaluronic acid serum. I received this from the brand. It's by the brand Irene Forte. You can find this brand at Blue Mercury, and this is the triple level hyaluronic serum. And this contains multiple molecular weights of hyaluronic acid to help hydrate the skin. And this was gorgeous. This was honestly probably one of the most potent, one of the most cosmetically elegant hyaluronic acid serums I've tried, but unfortunately it's just prohibitively expensive. It's $155 for just 15 milliliters of product. So this makes it more expensive than the Barber Sturm, the infamous Barber Sturm hyaluronic acid serum. And listen, I love a bougie skincare product. I have splurged on skincare products before. I will splurge on skincare products again, but I just think that the price point is just too high for a serum that just hydrates, and there are a lot of incredible products that hydrate the skin that have lower price points. That's my only gripe. But other than that, it was a stunning product, and it definitely did the job. It hydrated the skin. I also used up another bottle of Sachi Skin Pro Resilience Serum. So just by contrast, this also contains multiple molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, but this also contains other products as well. It also contains antioxidants. It also contains bioflavonoids. So it does more than just hydrate the skin, and you get double the amount, and this is half the price of this. Even though this is still quite pricey, I would be just a lot more inclined to repurchase something like this because this delivers hydration, but it also delivers other stuff on top of it. I will definitely repurchase, especially when next winter comes around. This is such a fantastic product to have on hand if your skin gets irritated, you know, by the cold, by the wind. If you overdo it with actives, this is just a great product to have on hand and a great product to try if you have very reactive skin. The light is all over the place in this video, and I apologize. I tried to film with natural light as much as possible, but it is so dark outside. It's stormy and rainy, and it just keeps getting darker. Every time it gets darker, I have to like turn my lights on to compensate for it. And then I think it's fine, and then it somehow gets even darker. So we were talking about hydrating mists, hydrating toners. That's all that I used up in that category. The Mer Treatment Lotion, this is something that I've used in the past, and I really, really enjoyed it. I was in Dallas visiting one of my friends, and she's like, hey, I got a bottle of this, you know, in my, you know, work Christmas product basket, and I'm not using it, so do you want it? And I was like, yes, please. So she kindly gave this to me, and I've been using this again, and I really, really love this. It's a beautiful hydrating essence. It's, you know, very, very liquidy, and I just love putting this on in the morning. I do multiple layers of it, and it just leaves my skin feeling really, really refreshed and hydrated, but not weighed down. It's a beautiful product leading into spring and summer. This is the old version. It's the old formula. They have reformulated this last year, and I think the lid design is slightly different. So I still haven't tried the new updated formula, but friends on Instagram that also love this, I was chatting about this with them a bit last year, and they had tried the new formula, and they said that it's just as good. So that's a little hydrating essence update. When it comes to makeup, I used up the NARS eyeshadow primer, and this was such a lackluster product. I have used it in the past, and I felt the same way about it. I was hoping that this time would be different, but it was fine. I liked how thin it was, but it just wasn't that great at preventing my eyeshadow from creasing. I still got creasing with this. I had a video in which I asked what your favorite eyeshadow primer was, and a lot of people recommended the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. So this is what I got. And this is definitely better than the NARS, but I still get some creasing with this, but quite minimal. It doesn't, you know, totally prevent stuff from creasing. I do really like it, and I definitely feel like when I do use this, my eyeshadow pigments stay on a bit stronger. My eyeshadow like lays on top of it really nicely. So I do enjoy this. I definitely enjoy this better than NARS. And I like the texture of this better than the texture of the Urban Decay. This is a bit more silky, a bit more thin. In terms of mascara, I got the Exa mascara in PR to try. This is the 1018 Lash Amplifying Mascara. It wasn't remarkable. It didn't really hold my curl that well, and it did kind of flake a bit throughout the day, so it didn't really pass my mascara test. I also used up the sample of the Gucci mascara. I had heard so many good things about this mascara, so my expectations were very high, and this looked amazing when I first applied this, like on my eyelashes. It gave length, it gave separation, but it didn't hold my curl, and it smudged at the end of the day. I was like, you know what, why don't I just go back to my favorite, one of my all-time favorites. You know, I was gearing up to go to Mexico, so I was like, you know what, last year I tried and I really, really loved the Caliray Come Hell or High Water mascara. It just did everything. It held my curl, it gave me beautiful, beautiful volume, and it also stayed put all day long. It didn't smudge at all. So I bought this again, and the new tube that I got really sucks. It doesn't hold my curl at all. Still, you know, it's still smudge resistant. It's still nice, but I don't know if they changed the formula or if I have a dud, but this was so disappointing because the old tube that I had was amazing, and I was expecting the same amazing results, and it just doesn't work. And I was like, okay, maybe if I wait a few weeks, I wait for it to dry. It's been like 6 weeks and it's still not great. It's still not holding my curl, and my curls just drop after like 5 minutes. I don't know if I want to try another tube. So let me know if you have you had this experience with this mascara? Am I the only one? Let me know what's going on. I know my friend Stephanie on Instagram, she's Beauty Unhyped. She recently got this, and she was like, she had never tried it before. This was her first time trying it, and it didn't hold a curl for her either. So I don't know what's going on with this mascara. So then I went and I just bought the Maybelline Sky High mascara, and this is great. It does a great job at giving me length, lift, separation, and it holds my curl, and it doesn't smudge. So this is the mascara that I'm using right now. In terms of stuff that I'm decluttering, this will come as no surprise, especially if you've seen my makeup I never use video, like getting ready using my least used makeup. It's time for the Chantecaille foundation to be decluttered because it's gone bad. It smells horrendous now. It used to smell like nothing, and now it just smells like rancid, molten plastic. This pains me because this is such a beautiful foundation. Unfortunately, the color was just a little bit off. That's why I just never reached for it. The actual formula is fantastic. It's probably the most skin-like, natural looking foundation while still giving a really nice coverage. And if you can find a shade match in this foundation, I definitely think it's worth checking out because it is really, really beautiful. I remain hopeful that they will refine their shade range, expand it, and I would be more than happy to give it another try. I'm also decluttering my Auric Smoke Reflect eyeshadow in the shade Defiance. This was another product that was in my products I never use video, and I was trying to kind of get this to rehydrate. This is just kind of dried out now, and I have this product from Inglot. It's called Duraline, and this is something that's great to kind of rehydrate cream eyeshadows, and I was hoping that this would work, but this isn't really a traditional cream eyeshadow. This is more of that, like, that whipped mousse, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows. So the Inglot didn't really do anything in terms of making it like bouncy and easy to blend. It just looks so patchy every time I use this. So I'm just not reaching for it, and I don't love the shimmery top coat either. So time to say goodbye. The other product that I have, the other shade that I have, the rose gold one, is still working. So I'm keeping that one for now. And then I'm also letting go my Tom Ford cream eyeshadow in the shade Obsidian. I absolutely love this, but it's just gone off. This eyeshadow formula is very, very similar to the MAC Paint Pots, and this is something that, you know, if you ever have a product like this and it starts to dry out, the Inglot Duraline actually works really, really well at rehydrating. So the problem isn't that it's dried out. I can rehydrate it. The problem is that it's just gone bad. Like, it smells it smells really, really bad. And my eyes are very sensitive, and I don't want to risk it and put like expired cream eyeshadows on my eyes. And this is something that I bought before the pandemic, so it's an oldie. I don't think they make this anymore. I have this Lisa Eldridge. Let me swatch the Lisa Eldridge Raw Sienna. I feel like this can kind of give me a similar vibe. They're not quite the same, but let me see. If I mix Lisa Eldridge Raw Sienna and then this other like Cinnabar, is that what this is called? This other color. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got my bases covered here. And that's it for this episode of Empties and New Products. Thanks for sticking through it with me. Thanks for watching. As always, we will be chatting in the comment section below. I want to know what you've been using, what you've been loving, and hope you're having a beautiful day. I will see you in my next video. Bye.